Alright, this might be a bit of a long-winded rant. However, I'm going to get straight to it so I can condense all my ideas into one. There has always been one slogan in this country that has severely ticked me off. And that slogan is, support our troops. You see it everywhere from the convenience store to the liquor store, churches, you hear it at sports events, you hear it everywhere. And there is no indication that our government or America gives a shit about our troops. There are some veterans that wait 6 months to years to get an appointment with the Veterans Administration just to have civilian pay for them, help them get on their feet, help them to find jobs, and especially healthcare and educational benefits. It takes people years to get into these appointments. And their pensions are vanishing. Their medical care is the piss poorest in the country, arguably. In a country where our soldiers return back from war with praise, but can't find help for their debilitating psychological issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder or physical ailments such as being completely burned over most percentages of their body or having limbs missing, anything of the like, just very debilitating issues, we can't help them, or we refuse to help them. Our government refuses to help them. In fact, the government has been cutting their benefits for just about a decade now, very quickly, and you can thank George Bush Jr. mainly for this. In around 2002, George Bush Jr. proposed tripling the cost of medications to needy veterans. And as if that wasn't a slap enough in the face, in 2003, he cut healthcare benefits for 164,000 troops, along with cutting $1.5 billion out of military housing and medical care facility funding. And if that isn't a big enough slap in the face from that either, in 2003, he denied a congressional act to give $275 million to needy veterans for health care. And finally, in 2004, he released his budget under the Bush administration, and it proposed cutting billions of dollars out of Virginia's the healthcare funding for veterans, and it's completely overlooked. People still walk around with "support your troops" on their bumpers when veterans are arguably the most shitty treated of all people in this nation. They come home with praise, they come home with cheers, but they can't come home to any benefits because we've been cutting them for over a decade. If I was a person considering active duty, I would consider looking at how America's been treating our soldiers and its people alike. Do you really want to fight for a country that doesn't give a fuck about the people fighting for it?